Storm, which is a very, very good matchup for Storm, but defeated Prozac 3-1 off the back of some very timely Cabal therapies.
So it looks like we will be getting a third game.
Yeah.
We see Death Rat Shaman, Meddling Mage, a lot of things that are, there's the clock, there's the disruption. It looked like a Jason play. VanMeter was able to take game 2.
So again, Merriam, if you're unfamiliar, he's going to write something down for us.
Okay.
This should be fun. I can't wait to see what this is going to be.
No, this happens a lot when Ross is on camera. It's great.
Ross is a showman.
Yes.
Actually, I'm kind of disappointed that Ross shaved. He had a much bigger beard. Now he's going to see if we can read this. Was it worth?
Yeah, thank you.
Ross, it's always worth the wait for you.
Thanks.
But there we go. Put that right in
okay.
front of that camera as
All
well.
right.
We'll see if you can win game number 3, Mr. Merriam. He's from Middleton, Connecticut.
Well, now we're just going to have to be hypercritical of all his plays.
Yeah. He's from Middleton, Connecticut. He has multiple Open Series top 8s, an Invitational top 8, an Open Series win with Blue White Delver last year. Bit of a grinder.
He last open it was Red Green Aggro was his standard deck of choice,
Correct.
and then he's playing forests in basic forest in both formats, which is that's a pretty bold statement.
His Red Green Aggro deck kind of came out of nowhere. It's basically the base of the Jund Aggro deck that I have been playing for the past couple of months. So I have him to thank for the deck that I've had quite a bit of online success with over the past couple of months, and certainly had a lot of fun miracling bonfires. So thank you, Ross. I do appreciate it. Chris VanMeter, of course, you guys are probably all familiar with, writer for Star City Games. A lot of Open Series success as well. Took a bit of a hiatus from Magic. Is back now, working for Star City Games in inventory. Traveling on the weekends to battle with Brian Bronduin, driving from anywhere he can go from Roanoke to be able to get into a tournament. And he does have a win with Junk Reanimator and Standard when we were in Somerset. He defeated actually Owen Turtenwald in the finals. Has been known to play Mud or to play the Transmute Artifact, Tezzerator. You can call it Tezzerator. You can call it Jace, Tezzerator, whatever you want to call it. He liked the Transmute Artifact deck for a little while. And now he's joined the dark side, unfortunately for him.
Jesper, yep.
I guess he wanted to win. I guess that's what happened.
You do see that sometimes at the Invitational. Players try to play good decks at it.
Yeah, players want to win at the Invitational. Esper Death played the choice of the day. For my money, the best, and I hate admitting it. I think
it's the best legacy deck?
I think it's the best legacy deck, yeah.
See, I'd be on their side of this matchup. I think Show and Tell is really good.
I think Show and Tell is certainly a good deck. I would never argue with anyone choosing to play it. I think that Esper Death played all of its cards, are so powerful. They're all very good. The deck does a lot of different things well that, it's a deck I would never play. I'd try to beat it down with goblins, but I can't deny its power. I can't deny its results. It's just a really good deck.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on who you are.
Well, yeah, so, the Deathblade deck, it has kind of evolved a little bit. With Esper, we saw, I think about a year and a half ago, the first up where we had Lingering Souls added to it. It was Tom Martell's Grand Prix deck with Intuition for Lingering Souls. Eventually the Lingering Souls have left, and now Black is getting a more prominent spot in the deck with Dark Confidants now on Death Rat Shamans.
Yeah, they're playing Death Rat Shamans, they're playing Dark Confidants. VanMeter has 3 copies of Liliana the Veil. He has 2 Hematorax as well, so he's a lot more Black-centric. And this deck is, the way that I look at this deck is this deck is so powerful that it has Forcible in the sideboard. It's so good that it doesn't need to play Force in the board, as you see VanMeter is going to take at least 1 mulligan here in this game 3 of round number 6. And of course, because VanMeter does know what he's playing against here, we can take a look at his sideboard. He has 1 Vindicate in the board to go with the 1 in his main, 1 Snapcaster Mage, 2 Meddling Mage, a Supreme Verdict, those 4 Forcibles, a Diabolic Edict, 2 Lingering Souls, 2 Relic Progenitus, and a Path to Exile. So if you're playing against Show and Tell, when you're VanMeter, I think that the obvious card he's going to board in is a card like Diabolic Edict, but past that, what are you boarding in here if you're him?
You have the Diabolic Edict. We did see he boarded in Meddling Mages.
Okay.
Because they were on the board when he was winning there.
Okay.
Outside of that, you'd be wanting to try, there are very few things that you want to use. You want your forces in the matchup. Things like Path to Exile don't particularly matter. You can't path an Emrakul, and pathing a Gristlebrand doesn't really cut it. He draws a million cards in response. You have to stop the combo before it starts, as opposed to disrupting it in the middle of it. So I would say, Meddling Mage, Diabolic Edict, maybe Forcible. Probably Forcible.
Yeah, probably Force of Will.
It's for the combo deck.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if it's going to be all 4, but there are going to be some number of those that are bored in here. Let's see if VanMeter's going to take a look at his opening 6. Let's see if he's happy.
Yeah, but he doesn't need our cards like Stoneforge Mystic as much in the matchup. You know, it's really about disrupting the show and tell deck more than it is about VanMeter establishing his own set of threats.
Thoughtseize is the first draw there for Chris. A pretty important one. He's going to sacrifice Marsh Flats, go down to 19. And he's going to start off with a Thoughtseize. So let's see if Ross is going to protect himself. He is, via Spell Pierce, says no thank you to the Thoughtseize. And those Spell Pierces are in Merriam's main deck. 3 of them main deck for him. So he's able to protect himself with a lot of counter magic, has a lot of reactive cards, and then he gets proactive in a big way by casting Show and Tell or Sneak Attack.
Right, and that's what's really nice about all the Show and Tell combo decks, whether it's Sneak and Show or Omni-Tell, is that the investment to play the combo is pretty low, and it gives you a lot of deck slots to play offensive counter magic.
That's the really, really nice part about this deck.
Yeah, that's why it's really good.
Another Spell Pierce drawn for Ross this turn. He's going to start off with a Ponder now.
I don't believe he has the entire combo deck, so he's still going to be looking. He sees a bunch of Soul Ring lands and another Ponder.
And an Ancient Tomb, a City of Traders, and that Ponder. So he's going to consult his hand, look at the 3 cards from the Ponder, and decides how he wants to navigate the next couple of turns here, as this is a pretty important part of the game for him.
Yeah, he is going to keep them. It looks like he wants the the City. And then he's going to go ahead and leave up a Spell Pierce. He's probably going to shuffle away the other 2 cards.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see him do that.
He may wait to draw. He may wait to draw the Ponder.
Sure.
And then crack it during main phase. Ponder's probably better than a random card.
So now here is Dark Confidant, new art.
Yeah, Modern Masters Dark Confidant hits the table.
I have no bias. None.
So not Bob. And I'm not going to refer to that one as Bob.
Okay, yeah, it's Dark Confidant.
It's Dark Confidant.
That's what that is. So now Merriam is going to let that resolve. He's going to untap. He's going to take that Ponder, as you mentioned. Again, the last card on top of his deck is an Ancient Tomb. So now he's going to start by sacrificing the Mystery Force.
So he had a couple options. He could have, he also had the option to just cast the Ponder there, which does mean he sees 1 fewer card. However, it lets him steal 1 card and then reset with the fetch land. So it's like Ponder and Shuffle 2.
Sure.
I'm not sure. This play. I'm not sure I like this play as much.
Okay. We'll see how it ends up working out for him.
It depends how many turns he thinks are left in the game.
Yeah.
If he thinks there's 1 turn left in the game, this play is better. If he thinks there's like 3 turns, this play is almost certainly worse.
Ponderoo, hit 1, Force of Will, Ancient Tomb, and Sneak Attack.
All right, Sneak Attack's part of his combo. I don't know if he has a monster yet.
He does have an Emrakul, the Aeon Storm, in his hand.
All right, well then you have to think it's the Sneak Attack going to get kept.
And he wants to keep that Sneak Attack hidden. This is the fun part of playing Sneak and Show is, what do I do? How do I keep things hidden? All of that good stuff.
The opponent's going to untap and Thought Scour him then. And
that's the dream come true. Do you have the ultimate read? So Merriam taking his time, figuring out how he wants to navigate the next couple of turns, as they are going to be incredibly important here. Again, Legacy, what makes it so much fun is that your decisions end up mattering a lot on turns 1 through 4. Those are the more important turns of the game. They sculpt how the rest of the game is going to go. He's going to keep the Ponder. He's going to draw the Forcible. He does not play the City of Traders.
Right.
Passes the turn back. So Dark Confidant's going to reveal Marsh Flats. VanMeter's going to draw his card for the turn. That's a Polluted Delta, so a healthy amount of those, but a Brainstorm in hand.
Yeah, remember VanMeter mulligan, so he doesn't have too many axes to switch to attack in this game. He has the Dark Confidant to get extra cards, but he's pretty low on Disruption at the moment.
Well, I think Brainstorm will probably help.
Yeah, he's going to try to find some more Disruption. Ross doesn't even want him to do that.
I like that play by Merriam.
Don't
let that happen.
What I don't like is that VanMeter's going to play a post-combat land. A little bit, maybe a little greedy there, because I think he wanted to Brainstorm into a fetch land and crack it that turn, so I didn't play a land. But he already had the fetch land. I think there's a little bit. After he saw 1 Spell Pierce, I think he forgot about a second one.
I may have thought the green light was on, but Spell Pierce takes care of the Brainstorm. Marsh Flats here from VanMeter after the attack with Dark Confidant. Gonna search out a scrub land, and we'll see what his follow-up play is going to be, if he even has one. It's another Dark Confidant, and he's going to pass.
And he knows that he's in hot water right now.
He has to.
Oh god, he just tapped out.
Especially when Merriam doesn't play that City of Traders to expose himself to Wasteland, which VanMeter has a couple copies of in his deck. He has to know, okay, something's up. He's setting something up right now, and we know it's a Sneak Attack.
Well, Ross has Sneak Attack and a Force of Will in hand. He has Force of Will in hand and can make sneak attack this turn. He does not have the Lotus Petal for the immediate kill, but things are pretty bad.
So Merriam does resolve that sneak attack. As you mentioned, he has not one Force of Will, but two actually to go along with
Force of Will plus
and
blue card.
Yeah, and a Brainstorm. So his hand is pretty good right now. As VanMeter's going to reveal some cards with Dark Confidant.
He's going to need to hit like 2 Thought Seizes here.
And
that's 0 Thought Seizes.
Oh, now hold on a minute.
But the Wasteland matters.
That Wasteland matters a lot, actually, as he can take out the red source. But let's see if VanMeter sees that play. He draws a card for the turn. Not quite sure what that was, but that Wasteland's actually a very big reveal.
Exactly. Because you can't Force of Will a Wasteland.
But does VanMeter realize how important the Wasteland that he drew was? You see him bring it to the forefront of his hand. He also has a Jace the Mind Sculptor over there, don't forget.
Yes. So the question is, he has to avoid the temptation of playing a Jace here. I mean, you can't reasonably just play a Jace. And think that you'll win the game.
That's
right
easy
now.
to say when you're here in the booth, my friend.
You can only give your sneak into opponent so many turns of you tapping out main phase. Like if you just tap out main phase every turn of the game, like that's not good against a combo deck. He tapped out on turns 1. Yeah, every turn he's tapped out on his own turn. He's going Thought Seize, Dark Confidant, Brainstorm Confidant,
Snapcaster Mage.
Snapcaster for Thought Seize. So
Now
he wants to see what he's looking at. If I'm Ross, I let him Snapcast into the Thought Seize before I force it.
I think I'm with you.
Because, what if you force it here and then out of hand, VanMeter plays Thought Seize?
Yep. There's a Force of Will. He's going to remove Force of Will. So, no thank you, says Merriam. You do not get to Thought Seize me.
And
Wasteland,
he takes out the red source. All right. It's on. Ross has a Emrakul and
a Brainstorm.
It's a Brainstorm?
It's a Brainstorm.
Oh boy.
And that's an Ancient Tomb, and now Brainstorm. He could potentially Brainstorm lock himself.
Oh, there we go. Misty Rainforest should do it.
Red Elemental Blast. That's one heck of a Brainstorm right there. VanMeter, conveniently, if you count the permanents.
Oh, it's about 6. Well,
about 6 of them.
Well, that's an unfortunate number.
City of Trader's going to add 2 mana, going to sacrifice the Misty Rainforest. There goes the City of Trader's.
Show him the
Well.
Show him the Volcanic is what it is, and the monster. But
if it's your Volcanic Island,
VanMeter thinks if it's Gristlebrand, he's okay. It's Emrakul. All right, that puts VanMeter to 2.
Yep, he's not dead, and you're going to
laugh.
He's not scooping.
He's not scooping.
You're going to laugh because his permanents are gone, and Ross has a sneak attack, and all he needs to draw is another guy. I have seen Huey Jensen lose from position twice.
VanMeter has some Death Ray Shamans. No, this could very much happen.
I've seen him lose from position 2 times. Yep. So, it's not impossible. Polluted Delta's going to put him down to 1. There's a Deathrite Shaman.
Okay, Deathrite might have to gain life here so that VanMeter can play more lands.
Yes.
But he didn't get a green source. So, no, that can't happen.
Okay.
Unless he has another Deathrite in hand.
He does have another Deathrite in hand.
Okay, now he has a green source. Now
he has multiple. He has a second Deathrite.
In fact, he's very close.
And he's going to actually end up searching for a green source. Okay.
In fact, VanMeter's not even in that bad of a spot right here.
He's got to fade
some
draw steps.
He has a Jace. I mean, okay, if Ross draws any of those 8 cards, he just loses on the spot. But
well, there are cantrips for redraws.
I'd say VanMeter's has at least a 20% chance of winning this.
So let's go to Merriam's draw step. What does he draw? It's an Emrakul the Aeon Storm.
Doesn't even know.
So Ross Merriam is going to win this match. A bit of a hearty grin on his face. Going to move on.
He's just to say, well, my hand was 2 Emrakuls and I played the first one.
Oh, is that what she should do?
Yeah.
I think he's too nice of a guy to do that. He's going to move on to 6-0. Chris VanMeter, a tough loss there and unable to fade some draw steps. Going to take his first loss of the weekend. Deathblade, 1 loss so far, but congratulations to Ross Merriam, looking for back-to-back